Hi everyone, welcome to Codedor. So we'll be solving minimum number of pushes to type a word one problem. Okay. So what is the question stating is that you're given a string word containing distinct lowercase English letters, right? So telephone keypads have keys mapped with distinct collection of lowercase English letters, which can be used to form words by pushing them, right? So for example, if two is mapped with words A, B, C, so we need to push the key one time to type A, two times to type B, and three times to type C. So I hope you get this concept of telephone keypads that we usually use in our mobile phones. So in the smaller phones that we used to have. So if this is the keypad, so 2 is mapped to A, B, and C. So we need to press, in order to type C, we need to press 2 3 times, right? So what is this question stating further is that it is allowed to remap the keys numbered from 2 to 9 to distinct collection of letters. So the keys can be remapped in any amount of letters, and we need to return or find the minimum number of times to the key will be pushed to type the string word. Okay. So what is the question stating is that we have a word and we need to rearrange these keypad letters in such a way that these words will take minimum number of pushes. Okay, so for example, if we have the first word as A, B, C, D, E, right? So first of all, we need to understand that for any given keypad only 8 numbers can be mapped, that is from 2 to 9, right? So 1 star 0 and hash are not mapped with any letters. Okay, so only 8 numbers can be mapped to certain amount of letters. So in this case, we have A, B, C, D, E. So if we are mapping A to 2, 3, B to 3, C to 4, D to 5, and E to 6. So we need to press these 5 buttons once in order to get this particular word, right? So basically we are rearranging this keypad in such a way that it is taking minimum number of press required. So if we are placing it like this and randomly we will just rearrange all other letters, so in that case we are getting 5 pushes as an output. For example, let us say that we have this particular example, that is X, Y, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, right? So what is the minimum number of amount of letters that can be mapped to numbers? That is 8, right? So minimum 8 letters can be mapped at the first place, simultaneously 8 at the second position of every word, every digit, and simultaneously 8 letters in the third position of every digit, right? So the first 8 digit that we have, that is X, Y, C, D, E, F, G, H, G till H, right? So these letters can be mapped to the first position of 2 to 9, right? I hope you're getting this point. These letters, the first 8 characters, can be mapped. See, we are, what we are doing is we are rearranging these elements, right? So while we are rearranging, we want minimum pushes required. So in order to get minimum pushes, first I will try to have the first 8 letters at all of these distinct digits, right? Then again in the second cycle I will again start filling the second position. Then in the third cycle, after next batch of 8 elements, we will add the we will fill the third position of every digit. Okay, so that is what we are doing, and for all the next simultaneous set of 8 characters, we are adding it in the second position of 2 to ninth digit. So that is what we are doing, and at the end we can just return the minimum number of values. So what is the logic behind this is that we will be dividing these particular this word into 8 batches of character. And how are we going to find that? Let's suppose the length of this string is n. So if we are taking n by 8, right, so that we'll get the number of times this particular n, the length of this word is getting divided by 8, right? So that many groups I can form, plus if there is any reminder. For example, here we have the word length as 8, 10, right? We have it as 10. So 10 divided by 8 is 1, right? So that is in one group for sure I can split it, right? In one set of the first position I can fill all these elements, and remaining reminder we have 2. Okay, so this will be in my second group. So in second batch of elements I am filling it in the second position, plus whatever is the reminder that we have. So I hope you got this approach. So I'll just go through the code that we have. All right. So this is the code, guys, that we have. First, we have an answer variable, and we are taking the size of this word, particular string. And next is the cycle that we have. So first, we are considering the first eight characters. Okay. So the first eight characters. So how are we finding the number of times this particular length is going to be divided? That is divided by eight. And if there is any reminder, that can be founded by n mod 8. So while my q is there, that is while the number of times this particular length is getting divided, or the batches of 8 letters that we have, we are just adding 8 into next, that is the cycle number that we are into, and to our answer, and next plus plus, that is we are going to the next batch of elements, and we are also decrementing the q, that is the number of groups that are left. And at the end, I am doing the same for the remainder as well, and we are just returning the answer. So I hope you're clear with this approach. Thank you.